Friday sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Bills in control of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 3. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught by Obi. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Third down and 6. Now Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
1st down catch there by Waddle. He continues to be an explosive and reliable playmaker for the Dolphins. He recorded his 3rd straight 1,000-yard season in as many years, and he'd probably put up even stronger numbers if he weren't in the same room with arguably the best receiver in the NFL, one Tyreek Hill.
On play action, here's Tua. That swung out to Mostert. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off a play action. Tagovailoa rolling to his left. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. To the air, Allen hitting Samuel on the slant. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Miami set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to pass. Tua. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Allen going to throw. That is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. In motion, Hill. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Skirts by. And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That is caught.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Allen.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Sanders is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills getting set to go.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with the field.